The moral of the story here is this. Israel may have stopped the boats, right? But it couldn't stop the movement. Well, it's normal for us to think of an action like this as useless, right? But if it's useless, why so much effort to dismantle it? Why do the activists insist on something they already knew was going to happen? Well, remember we talked about Israel intercepting the boats, arresting the activists, including Greta Thunberg, right? Well, behind that military operation, folks, there was another operation happening. Only it was on the activists' side, and it was a very well-executed digital operation. While Israeli soldiers with helmets and night vision goggles boarded the boats on Wednesday night, over in Glasgow, Scotland, two website developers, Lizzie Malcolm and Daniel Powers, were in a mad rush. They were responsible for keeping the flotilla's website online, showing in real time what was happening. They had live cameras on the boats, and the footage, even though it was a bit low quality, showed the raids. They kept updating the status of each boat, one by one. Sailing, intercepted. Now, the result, folks, was an explosion in traffic, right? The site had 2.5 million visits on Wednesday and 3.5 million on Thursday. Millions of people around the world were tuned in, following the fate of those boats. We might think, the flotilla failed, it didn't make it to Gaza. Well, yes and no. The more than 40 boats with around 500 people on board, including parliamentarians, lawyers, and activists, were stopped and escorted to Israel. Yeah, but the noise they made, folks, was enormous, right? The moral of the story here is this. Israel may have stopped the boats, right? But it couldn't stop the movement. On the contrary, the Israeli action, broadcast live to millions, ended up giving more fuel and more visibility to the activists' cause. They turned a tactical defeat at sea into a massive propaganda victory.